With regard to what members have suggested, would you want to make any statement?
Right Honorable, I am shocked to see that members of parliament can come here and make allegations, even without tabling evidence, even against colleague members. How I have given money, how I have said I've given money, how they have picked it from cabinet platform, even when they are not members of that cabinet platform. It lowers the dignity of this house. Yes, Right Honorable, my right to be heard is inalienable. I have the right to be heard. I'm one individual against all of you. I have the right to be heard. Right Honorable, as I informed this house, I went to court. I'm still in court. So,
Right Honorable Speaker.
Colleagues, I've allowed the Prime Minister to speak. I have allowed the Prime Minister to speak, so let her speak.
Right Honorable Speaker. I want to thank you, Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity. On behalf of government and on my own behalf, I want to appeal to members that when you are in such a situation, sometimes you may fail to express your inner self. And I want you to feel for her. I'm doing this in good faith. Today, honorable members, we are all members of the same family. We are all members of the same family. And I want to beg you on her behalf to forgive her.
So, Right Honorable Prime Minister, can you invite a member who is answering her,
yes,
her own issues to come and extend the apology?
Right Honorable Speaker, recently,
colleagues, let's please, this is our senior leader. This is our senior leader. Let's listen.
I have never been in an LC court in my life. I have never been in any courts of law in my life. I have always
listen to the Prime Minister, please.
I have always tried to solve issues that come across my way. And like that, we have been able to deliver to our people. So I wanted to request my sister.
Yeah. Honor Panado, no, wait. Honor Panado, please. No.
Thank you, Right Honorable Prime Minister, for giving way. Right Honorable Speaker, the information I wanted to give my mother, the Prime Minister, personally, I'm a Musoga. Yes. I come from Busoga, and I think I'm serving my third term. Really, humility does not cost you anything. If the father of the Deputy General can apologize to the people of Kenya that I'm sorry for the Deputy General for what he has done, what about you? Why don't you apologize and we go?
Right Honourable Prime Minister, resume.
Honorable members, like many members have said, let me give you an example. Do you remember recently when I went to court in order to help an old woman who was in prison? Today, I have been in the chambers of Chief Justice, and we have made the defenses and life is continuing. So for me, you know, in Uganda, I cannot speak Uganda here. Okay, let me, on behalf of government, request my sister. It costs nothing. It costs nothing. We don't need to drag this house in this. Can you please stand up and apologize?
That's coercion.
The Honourable
Order.
Namuganza. No, wait. The Prime Minister has made a request to the member of her front bench.
But that's coercion.
Please don't access a microphone without my permission, Honourable. Please. You want to go through the same? So, the Honourable Prime Minister has requested her minister to come and offer an apology. I don't know if she wants to say anything.
Right, Honourable.
Honourable Namuganza, you want to say anything?
Right, Honourable. And honourable members, if I hurt you in any way, I regret.
Procedure.
Right Honourable Speaker.
Procedure, Honourable. Procedure, Honourable Medad Segona.
Right Honourable Speaker.
There's a procedure matter.
I rose up on a point of procedure. First, if there is anything that must be preserved...
Colleagues, Honourable Wadiomu, please take your seat. Colleagues, please,
Mr.
Honourable,
Speaker,
take your seat.
Mr. Speaker,
Yeah.
if anything must be preserved and protected by this Parliament, it is conscience. The Honourable Minister has demonstrated that by her conscience, she does not want to apologize. Number two, discipline is a personal matter. It has nothing to do with government. It has nothing to do with leadership. I have been here observing and watching. The Right Honourable Prime Minister attempted to persuade her minister, and she refused. What we are witnessing is a cagey statement, cosmetic apology of saying, and which she does not even believe in. She says, if I hurt, mark the word, if, she does not even believe she hurt us. She does not even believe she offended the rules of this house. She does not believe that she has brought us under and into disrepute. Is it procedurally right for the Prime Minister? And then she makes a cosmetic apology.
When a report indicts you and you are drawn into apology, the apology is not done in a haphazard manner or in a casual manner. The apology is in itself a process. You have to
come over, appear in the dock, admit that you wronged us or the institution of parliament or whoever it is, and then offer an unconditional, unqualified apology. It is not a statement done casually. So, Right Honourable Speaker, my submission is that an apology is not a one-line statement. No. The due process in our rules must be followed if a member is willing and ready to apologize upon being indicted by a committee report. In the outcome here now, apologies to do with like statements made here, you come here and you make an apology. Okay? You make an apology. Then we have apologies that are recommended from reports of the House. Okay? So meaning for the apology of the Honorable Namuganza to be formally accepted here and we discharge that item off, it would, number one, the House has to adopt that indeed we accept an apology. That's number one. Then number two, we follow the formal process of an apology, whereby a member goes out, comes, stands in our dock, and then admits, and he says, I'm apologetic. Okay? Which would include withdrawal of the cases in court, because you cannot apologize when we are still in court. You have us in court and then you apologize. So that would be a formal process. And colleagues, we have a motion. We have a motion on the floor. So I have to put a question on the motion. But there is an amendment which was proposed first. Honorable Samuji, you have a procedure matter?
To raise this procedure issue. If you allow me just to give one sentence background. Yesterday, we were here asking ministers to table reports of action taken. This parliament spent the whole afternoon pleading with ministers as if they are angels. Today, we have another case of a minister. The Prime Minister is pleading. In fact, for me, I didn't know that Honorable Namuganza is this powerful. Now I know. The Prime Minister is pleading. The Deputy is pleading. The whole Parliament is pleading. Mr. Speaker, this Parliament is supposed to make decisions following the rules, not to plead with the people. That please, daughter, please. So the procedure issue I am raising, Mr. Speaker, is whether this Parliament has become a council of elders whose job is to plead and cajole and instead of making decisions. That's the procedure issue I am raising, sir.
Thank you. This Parliament and they are always welcome. There is a motion. Please, there is a motion. But before that motion, there was an amendment, a proposed amendment. I would propose that we first handle the amendment, because the amendment from the Honorable Segona was saying that Parliament commences the process of censure, not that Parliament censures. So meaning Parliament has not concluded, has not made a final decision on the fate of the Honorable colleague. Okay? I want to put a question on that. Those in favor say aye, and the contrary nay. The ayes have it. We have a second.
Speaker, now that the report of the committee has settled particular ghosts, I am very sure the member so investigated is not an ordinary member. She is smart at her work. Because, Right Honourable Speaker, this particular report is a culmination of another report that speaks to impropriety and improper dealing by the honourable member. And I'm very sure she would have loved this to really go on as the other bigger matter really fizzles. And for me, that's why I was quiet to really see if this House is alive to even a bigger matter in which the Honourable Minister is involved. And Right Honourable Speaker, because a decision was made on that other matter, I would like to seek your indulgence and ask if you're not proper for the Prime Minister, as part of action taken, to report to the House.
Colleagues, in this, we don't run this as a place for whistling. No, please. You must catch my eye. You have not caught my eye. Proceed.
Right Honourable Speaker, we beseech your kindness. You need to appreciate that members sometimes get agitated over matters before us. And it calls for a level of cap complex situations. The prayer I was making to you, Right Honourable Speaker, that while this was going on, we have a matter to which this House made a decision relating to the Honourable Kimosho Committee. And the decision of that committee report are not contested. Would it be proper, Right Honourable Speaker, if you instructed the Prime Minister as a way of action taken to report to this House in the immediacy at what action was taken on that report and its attendant recommendations?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable.
Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you for the opportunity. This statement by the Minister is not a statement on corruption. It is a statement on commemoration of a day. I want to ask Mr. Speaker that maybe the Minister should bring a statement on corruption and we debate it. Because this one is an invitation to Parliament. And actually when you go to page 3, the Minister, page 5, the Minister says the day will be in Ivanda, the President is not available, the Honorable Norbert Mao will be the chief guest. This is what this statement is about. But be that as it may, Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the Minister. And I am happy that the President is not available. Because he can sometimes stubbornly be a very stubborn guest. If you want to know, ask the IGG. They went to launch the lifestyle audit. He said, please don't disturb corrupt people. They will take the money outside Uganda. It is okay if they invest here. The only problem I have is the way the Honorable Norbert Mao was procured to become a minister. That's the only problem I have. But I like him, he can be a good guest. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, by this statement, by this statement of the President, I actually think the President is now the patron of corruption in Uganda. And therefore, I sympathize with those who are in his government, because if someone says, please don't touch corrupt, they will take away the money. If we want to ask the Honorable Miriam Matembe, who was the Minister for Ethics, I want to cover the movement meeting in Chankwas Tuesday.
Thank you.
Holding the floor was a DC under Idi Amin, making people to eat slippers in Kampala. Now he's speaking. Now he's speaking about a secure. Is he in order to to even speak about security when his job was to cause insecurity in Kampala.
So, Honorable Semuju, colleagues, please. Honorable Semuju, kindly, can you table evidence showing that Honorable Sababuturo, as a DC, as a DC was forcing people to eat slippers?
Mr. Speaker, if you allow me, I will invite President Museveni as the first witness. Because they are the ones fighting Idi Amin, and I got this from him.
Here. But I think in this house we are colleagues. I think we should not have this habit of harassing each other, especially when you're degrading someone, with unsubstantiated items. Honorable Semuju, you have been telling us that you're not in touch with Museveni in any way, but now you're bringing him as a witness, means you have been interacting. Now, so I don't know what to believe, what not to believe, So you and your colleague Museveni, if you have secrets to discuss, don't involve my members. So Honorable Semuju, you're out of order and crack. There are things which we cannot accept here. That shouldn't remain part of our record here. Honorable Buturo, please.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for your wise ruling.
You have said the report which was tabled before this House, and you deferred the discussion, and then you informed the members that the discussion are going to begin. However, Right Honorable Speaker and honorable members, I want to inform you that the report...
Honorable, under what point did you stand up?
Information.
No, honorable information, a point of information, there must be someone holding the floor. So, but you could ask me, if you can request all procedure, do you want to first give some highlights, some response before we debate?
Okay,
Is that the aim?
Yes.
Okay, if that's the aim, I allow you.
Thank you, Right Honorable. Right Honorable, thank you. I want to inform the House, Right Honorable, that the report which was tabled before this House, as I perused through it, I found that it was contravening or offending several constitutional provisions, and therefore I have made a petition to the Constitutional Court under number 41 of 2022, challenging the actions and findings and conclusions of the report, of the committee report, which was tabled before this House. And the Attorney General has already been served. We have been looking for Honorable Reverend Father Nen to serve him, since he's part of the petition, and after this House, he will be served. Right Honorable, therefore, under Rule 73 of our rules, this matter is sub judice, and I want to refer the members to Rule 73, subject to sub-rule 5 of this rule. A member shall not refer to any matter, any particular matter which is sub judice. Right Honorable, that's a procedural matter I wanted, and the information I wanted to give the House.
Thank you.
But before I sit, Right Honorable, I want to refer members to Rule 85. And that's the general behavior. Right Honorable, the behavior of a member shall be guided by the Code of Conduct of Members prescribed in Appendix F, Rule 85. And that Rule 85, Right Honorable, under paragraph 5 of the Appendix F, it talks about public trust. Members shall at all times conduct themselves in a manner which will maintain and strengthen the public's trust and confidence in the integrity of Parliament, and never undertake any action which may bring the House or its members generally into disrepute. As I conclude, Right Honourable, in the future I intend to move a motion against Honourable Magogo Moses and the Speaker of this House, Anita Among, for procuring a fraudulent marriage, which is turning into a personal fight. In this.
I will again allow Honourable Namuganza on procedure. After Honourable Suma.
Right Honourable.
She's hanging herself.
With that,
she's going to hang herself.
The Attorney General, who under our laws is allowed to be served. Before I proceed, actually, I beg to lay on table a copy of the petition. Right Honourable, the rule is very clear, and I want to read it again. Rule 73 of our rules, Right Honourable. Sub judice rule. Subject to sub rule 5 of this rule, a member shall not refer to any particular matter which is sub judice. It is. Once matters are in court, they are sub judice. And Right Honourable, I want to clearly put it, referring means
No,
even
colleagues,
not to
you
mention.
See, colleagues, first listen to me. We have an aggrieved colleague.
Yes.
I'm giving her a chance.
And
Let's give her a chance.
Right Honourable. And that's why our Parliament has been violating our own rules. I'm reading the rules that govern us. Right Honourable, is this Parliament above the law?
Okay. Thank you.
Order.
Thank you. Now, colleagues, a member has raised on procedure. You don't want me to rule on her point of procedure. Honourable Namuganza, if you read number 1, the same rule 73 you're reading, sub rule 5 says the speaker shall make a ruling as to whether the matter is sub judice or not before debate or investigation can continue. I have made the ruling. Number 2, Rule 87 of our rules of procedure says my ruling is final. If you're dissatisfied with it,
go to court.
You challenge it with a motion. Number 3, this Parliament is not above the law. And that's why you took us to court and you lost. You took this Parliament to court to stop the investigation of the committee, and court ruled in favor of Parliament. So, and Parliament complied with court, went ahead. So, me, colleagues, I would propose we look at the merits and demerits of the debate. But Honourable Katun, to chairperson rules, yes. You wanted to give guidance?
Thank you very much, Right Honourable.